This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shashina Roll. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news, the Ministry of Tourism holding a press conference on Grand Bahama today to announce several big initiatives for the island. Tonight, Sabrina Brown tells us that the nation's leader was there and is predicting a bright future for Grand Bahama.
Grand Bahama is poised for a major economic turnaround with increased air and sea arrivals in the pipeline for this island. The Bahamas celebration, which was out of operation since October 31st, is preparing to relaunch its service between the port of Palm Beach, Florida and Grand Bahama through a new cruise line. The MS Grand celebration will make its first call to Grand Bahama in early February next year. Prime Minister the Right Honorable Perry Christie was on island for the big announcement.
The new Grand Celebration replacement ship comes with 50% increased capacity and projects some 280,000, I am told, year-round passengers, with not less than 100,000 electing to purchase a 2 or more night stay in Grand Bahama. Combination with the cruise boosting room nights sold from just under 50,000 in 2014 to 125,000 minimum in 2015. The ownership has also committed to create new job opportunities for not less than 300 Bahamians in the first phase of their operations, and ultimately hopes Bahamians can qualify for 100% of the 632 jobs on this Grand Bahama-based ship.
The introduction of a new $100 million vessel by Balearia Caribbean is also good news for the nation's second city. The new superfast cruise ferry has a passenger capacity of 1,000, which is almost 3 times the capacity of the vessel that now services the island from the port of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. This upgrade is expected to provide up to 30 new direct jobs for Bahamians and 150 indirect jobs.
The company is further solidifying its relationship and partnership with Grand Bahama Island by moving all its call center sales from the United States to Grand Bahama Island, supporting the Ministry of Tourism initiative.
Prime Minister Christie said as his government works to improve Grand Bahama's tourism product, they were able to decrease spending in this area. He also announced that the Ministry of Tourism is about to launch a new $3 million South Florida promotional campaign dedicated to Grand Bahama using the theme, The Grand Life.
I'm pleased also to say that the government and Sunwing are pursuing further expansion and involvement in Grand Bahama, which could further enhance the tourism product and further boost tourism performance. We are also engaged in promising discussions with other investors with the capacity to significantly upgrade and expand Grand Bahama's tourism offerings.
The nation's leader said economic prosperity is on the horizon for Grand Bahama and better days are ahead. Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Well, the Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Obi Welshcombe, also bringing remarks at today's event. He expressed optimism that Grand Bahama's economy will rebound.
If we work together, we're going to achieve that goal. We're going to become the great little nation that the Prime Minister talks about. He talks about it because of his own experience. He talks about it because all that he knows and all that he's been trying to do. 40 years in public life, 40 years of trials and tribulations, 40 years of ups and downs, 40 years of doubts and disbelief. But he always believed in the Bahamian people. Always believed that we can collectively make a difference. And whether he was participating in sport or studying law, or whether he was walking the streets to cause for an election, the truth is the Bahamian people have always been a part of his journey. And that is why he's here today. He's here today because it represents the exaltation of his words. It represents what he believes in, and he made a commitment to Grand Bahama that we will come and turn this island around. And with his leadership, we are mandated. With his leadership, we're given the ammunition, we're given all that we require to make this island great again.
Well, the Balearic Bahamas Express introduced its new vessel to Grand Bahama on Sunday. The new vessel will depart Fort Lauderdale to Grand Bahama and return daily. The CEO, Hernan Calvo, says the introduction of the new ship is continuing the company's commitment to Grand Bahama and the delivery of quality service. A name change is also on the drawing board, and it will involve the young people of this island.
We are really proud right now to announce the arrival of our new ship, the Alucemas, that is going to have a new name pretty soon. We will rename her with the name that all the children from Grand Bahama Island primary school chose last year in a contest that we made around all the schools. So we will also give an award to the little kid that chose the name, that won this contest, and also give a gift to the whole family.
Now, Calvo says the Alucemas is the newest vessel from the fleet from Spain. He adds that the passenger capacity and freight fits well for the Grand Bahama economy.
We are going in more than a double capacity. This ship is 1,000 passenger capacity, and we have 200 TEUs capacity, 200 containers on chassis capacity. So we do believe that we will grow up a lot in passengers, bringing more business to the island, more tourists to the island, bringing better services also for the Bahamian, for the locals that have to travel to Florida. And also we will grow a lot in cargo. We do believe the service that we will have in cargo will be the best in transit time and frequency.
Now, the departure time remains the same, 8 a.m. from Fort Lauderdale to Grand Bahama and 7 p.m. Grand Bahama to Fort Lauderdale. Switching gears now, a murder suspect arraigned before the magistrate court on Monday morning. 29-year-old Rashid Ingrid Farrington of number 70 Cabot Drive was hauled before Magistrate Charlton Smith on the charge of murder. You may recall Farrington was captured one day after police issued an all-points bulletin for his arrest last week. Farrington is charged in connection with the murder of 40-year-old Lamar Moxie of Weddell Avenue. Reports say the victim was trying to help a woman who was accosted by an unknown assailant. While trying to retrieve her purse, Moxie was stabbed in the stomach and later died in hospital. Now, Farrington was not required to enter a plea on the charge, and a preliminary inquiry will commence on March 23, 2015. He was remanded to Her Majesty's Prison until trial. Stay with us, there is more news right after this.
Happy holidays from all of us here at the ZNS Network.
All the love that you have, every woman, every man to share love.
Welcome back. West Grand Bahama came alive this past weekend as the 9 urban renewal centers on Grand Bahama gathered for a special expo. The nation's leader was on hand for the special occasion. It was a day filled with entertainment as Urban Renewal on Grand Bahama celebrated its very own expo in grand style. The nation's chief was in attendance and was given the opportunity to view the handiwork and craft made by persons from the 9 urban centers on Grand Bahama Island. The Prime Minister did not give up the opportunity to meet and greet the young and the young at heart in attendance. Christie says he was very impressed with the show-stopping performances by several groups, including the Tabernacle Baptist Academy Choir.
I'm working this weekend with a group of people who have come to the Bahamas to ensure that we could put in place opportunities for young people with talent to be able to take advantage of their talent, even if it takes them into international stardom. This country must recognize that all over the country we have young people with incredible talent, but they have not had the opportunity to be able to develop their talent and to connect their talent to opportunities to make a living from it.
Deputy Director of Urban Renewal Michelle Brackley says the day would not be complete without a few special giveaways for the elderly.
This is his baby, and when I told him about it, he said to me, I would really like to come down and see what is happening. So he took time out of his busy schedule to be here today, and also the Member of Parliament. Today we're going to be giving each senior that is represented here a food parcel, a box with different food items. They're going to be having some clothes so they can go through, and the clothes is all brand new. There's nothing used, and just a lot of entertainment and fun to enjoy today.
MP for West Grand Bahama and Bimini, Obi Wilsham, says he's pleased with the work that Urban Renewal is doing in the area. He presented Rackley with a gift to show his appreciation.
We here in West Grand Bahama can serve as evidence that Michelle Rackley has been a leader of Urban Renewal. She has demonstrated her heart, her desire, her leadership. And I want to call Michelle up and break some protocol today. And I want to give Michelle Rackley a gift on behalf of the people of West End. Because I want us to say thank you to her. Because when we're out there traveling the world, doing work for our country, people like her are ensuring that you are taken care of.
I feel honored because, it's hardly a time that you get a thank you. So I was really honored today to hear him say thank you.
The day wrapped up as the Prime Minister showed those in attendance that he had some moves of his own as he performed his popular shuffle dance. Another island in the north ushering the Christmas season under the Ministry of Tourism. This past weekend, residents on Bimini hosted their 6th annual Bimini Christmas Fest. Megan Shepherd fills us in.
The 6th annual Bimini Christmas Fest bringing families together Friday evening to usher in the holiday season. Biminites were treated to local talents including Bimini legend Stevie S. and the son of the soil Dano Rowell. Senior Deputy Administrator for the island, Oscar Monroe, says the annual Christmas Fest has become one of the most anticipated events for the island that brings out the entire community.
This is the beginning of the Christmas season for us. And you can see a true makeup of the community here. You see the young and the old. You can see visitors and natives together. There are persons from the various government ministries and so forth, departments, and hotel owners. Everybody is here today to celebrate, what we call the beginning of our Christmas season.
Senior Manager in the Bimini Tourism Office, Prescott Young, says this year the tourism team decided to take the event to the next level and they plan to continue in the years ahead.
One of the things we looked at is showcasing the local talent of Bimini, because when you look at a destination, you want to be able to showcase what you have to offer to the tourists that are local, which really adds value to what you have to offer to the destination. We also looked at having the event perhaps a little earlier in the night to afford the kids to be able to come out, collect their toys, enjoy the junkanoo, and get to bed at a reasonable hour. So these are a few of the things we looked at. Hopefully into the future we'll go back to the table, we'll brainstorm and see what more great ideas we can bring to the table to make it a much more successful event.
Young encouraged residents to remember the reason for the season.
As you share with each other and as you bring Christmas cheer, remember, we're always taught to be very good and very nice to the tourists, but we have to learn to begin with ourselves. So let us continue to share love and show love to each other and pass it on to the visitors so that they would continue to make Bimini their choice destination whenever they come to the Bahamas. So ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Ministry of Tourism and the Bimini Tourist Office, I wish you all a Merry Christmas, and I hope and pray for your continued support as we work to develop this tourism product in Bimini.
Now, while Santa Claus made an appearance at the festival, it was a visit from the Resort's Royal Bimini family that made the night extra special. The resort brought in trams filled with toys to distribute to the children. The night culminated with a junkanoo paraded by the Bimini Stompers, and residents filled the streets as the celebration mood took over. Megan Shepherd, ZNS Network News.
And remember to get your tickets early for the West Grand Bahama District 8 Mile Walk Boxing Day Committee's Junkanoo Rush Out at Sunset Village in 8 Mile Walk, December 25th and 26th. And that's a look at stories making news at the hour. Ricardo Lightborn has a check on sports when we return.
Everybody, and welcome to Sports with Ricardo Lightborn. Tonight, I'm dedicating sports to my good friend Ted Mackey and New England Patriots for that scaling of the Finns yesterday. A quiet Monday nationwide. And Fimona Hart is celebrating. She is not a Dolphin fan. I just won Kelsey Johnson. Know that down there in Nassau. Okay, Mary Star of the Sea Catholic Academy 39th Annual Basketball Invitational starts Wednesday, folks. That's the 17th to the 20th. They'll be at the St. George's Gym. Now, as for the field this year, look out for Ridley College coming from Canada, from New Providence, St. John's Green Giants, and Grand Bahama has got Agmar Rock, Jack Hayward, St. George's, Grand Bahama Academy, Sunderland Tabernacle, Bishop Michael Eldon, and your host, folks, will be Mary Star of the Sea Catholic Academy. Now, if you do think about it, these guys are ready to play, and there's another twist to this thing. You see, there's also an alumni part of this game, and the Crusaders alum are going to take on the Hawks of Hawksbill. Let's go to Coach Orrin McPhee and get his take on this game.
This idea came about myself. Dudley, some months ago, we were in the gym talking, and I said, boy, it would really be a good thing to get all of us back together to see what we... And Dudley just said, man, you do it, we got this. I said, you got what? You got what? You trying to dog me right in front of everybody? Come on, man, this gonna be a game, this gonna be a fight. We don't never say die, so how you think you could just walk up here a little bit of hawk and try to take control of the Crusaders? We got this covered, so bring all they got.
Now, Peter Radley is simply not short on words, folks. He answered Coach McPhee this way, and only because of the children, this way.
The fact remains, there are really only two types of people in the world. Those who went to Hawksbill and those who wish they didn't. And Hawksbill will dominate this basketball game. I feel sorry for Coach Orrin McPhee. I feel sorry for his knees, his ankles, and all of the other old fellas that played for Catholic High. At Hawksbill, we've remained strong. Our skills are all the same, and our jump shots and dunks are even better now that we've gotten older. And so this will be an annihilation.
And it's going to happen on Friday, and I'm requesting medical support for ambulances and any other nurse and doctor available, please, St. George's Gym. The Grandma Volleyball Association with a busy weekend for you at the YMCA. The Bakers boys put away the BMES boys, 23-25, 25-23, and 15-13 in a co-ed affair. BBA Stars, they down the Freeport Ship Services Blue Thunder, 20-25, 21-25, and 15-10. As far as the Bakers boys came right back and beat the BUT Bulldogs 25-19 and 25-10. They are going to be playing again this coming Tuesday at the St. George's Gym. That family night is going to be an awful lot of fun, and Peter should know better than that. And I got to say to Stacy, my good friend, I'm going to leave you alone tonight. But to Darren and the rest of y'all fellas, Darren, you weren't with the Heat, right? Okay, that's it. Good sports.